My name is Stella and I'm in second grade.
Comment tu t'appelles?
I'm Trinity.
Mhm.
I'm Mia.
And what grade are you guys in?
Fifth.
Fifth grade. And what's the foreign language that you study in fifth grade?
French.
Hola, my name is Isabel and I'm in Spanish 3.
My name is Clara and I'm in second grade.
Hi, my name is Meredith Makel, and I have taken 3 years of French, 6 years of Spanish, 2 years of German, and I am currently taking Arabic 2 and Intro to Chinese.
What is your name?
Sophie.
Sophie. And what is your name?
Stella.
Stella. Okay.
Hi, my name is Daniel Morton.
Okay.
And
What's your name?
Oliver.
And what's your name?
Emmett.
Emmett. Bonjour les garçons.
Bonjour.
Et tu t'appelles comment?
Micah
Oui, et?
Jackson.
Hola, my name is Connor Rosina.
Who am I?
Madame Litton.
And what do I do?
Speak French.
I speak French.
Learning a new language is a lot of different things. It's kind of like stepping into a whole new world or going to a new place. You know, it's both fun and scary. It's challenging but interesting learning a whole new language.
And do you ever use French when you're not in school? Do you ever use some words when you're outside of school? Oui.
I think it's important to learn French when you're young because when you're older you know more words in English, so it's harder to learn French.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the first time I went to France, I was 10, and I thought it was so cool, and that I knew what these people were saying.
I don't know, I love learning new languages, I love learning about cultures, and it's just so cool seeing how people on the same planet as us live so differently.
Mm-hmm.
Someday I think my mom and my dad are gonna get passports to go to Canada, and so I can speak French.
That'll be pretty cool, huh?
English.
I thought when I first went to France, they were speaking a completely different language. I was like, what are they speaking? It's like a different kind of English. And I thought like English was like the big language, but then once I learned about French, it completely opened a new horizon of different, like I could understand a few words that the French people in France were speaking and actually not thinking they're kind of cuckoo.
How old were you the first time you went to France? Do you remember?
I think I was about just starting to learn French.
Okay, so it was before
Yeah.
you'd really had anything.
Learning languages has given me this opportunity to understand cultures different than my own, and it's changed my perspective of the world because I think that learning languages is the most fundamental aspect of understanding a different culture.
The Spanish language gives vision to a whole new aspect of the world, a world I knew nothing about. It's more than a language, it's a new way of life.
It helps me realize that there's not just English in the world.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think that's the only language.
Yeah. What do you think your life would be like if you weren't taking French? Like, do you think it would be different?
I might feel like English was the only language and it was like the main language and that's what everyone kind of knew,
Mm-hmm.
and that was how everyone communicated.
Mm-hmm.
that you experience new culture and you expand your vocabulary, and you even get to learn the origin of some of the words of your own language.
And so I think that learning languages has not only given me some insight into other cultures, but it's also given me this desire to understand other cultures and to understand other parts of the world that I wouldn't normally be exposed to. That language has now given me exposure to.
Do you think learning French is helping you be learners? Oui. How come? How do you think it helps you?
Well, it kind of helps me with figuring some things out.
Figure some things out?
One thing I find really interesting is about how different Spanish is from English. Sentence structure and grammar, there's just so many differences between English and Spanish, and I think it's really cool to be able to compare and contrast the two.
I think it's
really fun to learn French because like some of the like color words sound kind of like the English words, and that makes it easier, and it's fun because some of the words in French kind of sound funny.
Yeah. And how do we talk about them?
In French.
We talk about them in French. Is that easy to do or is it hard to do?
Easy.
It can be easy?
It's a little hard.
A little hard?
It's pretty comme ci, comme ça.
Comme ci, comme ça. Okay.
And it's really fun language to learn, I think.
When you learn French, you become like, it's a special language, any language, like, because it's, you open up a whole new doorway of people and things to do.
Language learning means new opportunities for me in an educational sense and a cultural aspect as well. I can travel to new places and speak with the people there in a way they can understand more easily.
I also like to travel, so it's cool for me to go to Spanish-speaking countries and be able to read street signs, menus, and listen in on local conversations. I think that's really fun.
Do you ever use French when you're not at school, Sophie? Sometimes? Who do you use it with?
My dad.
Your dad?
He speaks French.
Because he speaks French too.
I have a 2-year-old nephew that I try to teach him a little bit of Spanish so that he kind of knows what it's like to know a different one. No, I don't teach him everything, but
I go to Canada every summer.
Do you? Do you ever hear any French when you're up there?
Sometimes.
Yeah, so French is really useful if you want to go talk to someone else.
This year I can speak French.
You sure can.